What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people wanted me to touch on this topic. It's a little different because normally I speak on situations, and more than likely someone probably lost their life due to the gun violence. You know, drill legends, people who are not here anymore. But this is a little different because a lot of the fans kept asking me to do this one, so we're going to bring it to the board today. A lot of people want me to explain what happened to LilReese that day. He was driving in the car and was shot in the neck. A lot of people don't really know what happened. And then after it happened, LilReese tweeted out, he need 1 million for his story. So I don't think we're going to get that story too quick. A lot of people asked me about this. I guess they seen this interview drop with Cam Capone, and a lot of people wanted to know the breakdown. It was hard looking at this one because this didn't really play out like most of it played out. This happened in the hood. Cameras actually caught this one, so this story kind of went viral all on Channel 5, Fox 32 News. I had to read the newspaper articles. I even looked at some police reports that had came out. So I kind of got a small pulse on this one, but I can't tell you 100% what happened on this one because this is a little mysterious for me. So we're going to take LilReese to the board today and kind of explain what happened. So we all know LilReese, part of GBE, affiliate of OTF, affiliate of O-Block, affiliate of Lamron. All these sets are like notorious sets. So notorious that a lot of guys from these sets became rappers. You know, the streets realized that sets had some type of allure over there, so a lot of people became famous rappers. LilReese became the guy who was known as an op. You know, he actually told JoJo he was going to kill him because JoJo slid on him on some disrespectful shit in the video. So we've been seeing LilReese life on the internet, and I'm not going to lie. We watched his whole life on the internet. It was filled with drama. Gun cases, beefing with JoJo. We seen the video of him put a 5-piece nugget on a girl. All kind of things involved with LilReese. Him getting jumped. All kind of shit. So this guy has a reputation, okay? LilReese is well known in the streets. Even academics call him the Grim Reaper. Okay, so one thing I noticed instantly about LilReese was he was like one of the top op targets. A lot of people dislike this guy. A lot of people. And a lot of people who rock with him love him. You know, this is a street dude. This dude be in the hood. Now, one thing you can say about a lot of rappers, they don't be there no more, but this nigga be there. Now, I don't know if he know he a little famous and he got an opportunity to have a rap career and make millions of dollars, but for some strange reason, he want to keep his ass out in that hood. I don't know why, but that's there between us. But let me tell you, though, that's a little background I had on LilReese. We all know this one. I don't got to give you the background as far as someone died or something like that because that didn't happen. What the police is claiming, that threw me off though, they're claiming that he wasn't even in Chicago. He was in Country Club Hills, okay? They're saying he was in Country Club Hills, Illinois, which is very close to Chicago. I believe it's on like 167th, okay? That's where the police is claiming that LilReese was at, all right? They say that he was on 100 and some 57, all right? They say he was in a car when another car pulled up. Okay? They said the car pulled up. They said a guy got out the car with a gray hoodie on. You feel me? A guy opened up the car, got out the car, had an AK-47, and next thing you know, he blow that bitch up. Over 24 shots. Over 20-some shots, man. You hear me? AK-47. You feel me? 24 shots. Goes on. LilReese hit in the neck. Okay? This guy's hit in the neck in the car. For some strange reason, he gets smart. He gets out his car and he sees some fans. They in traffic. He sees some fans say, hey, come on, Reese. So he gets in a fan car who drives him to the hospital. Okay? Fan car takes him to hospital. Okay? Fan car takes him to the hospital. Hope I spelled it right. I believe this was on 167th 167th and Pulaski Road. I believe this is 2:30 in the afternoon. Like the time kids get out of school and shit like that. He eventually goes to the hospital. The police hear about all the shooting, search hospitals, found LilReese in the hospital. You already know he don't want to talk. Somehow, some information comes out where the police has a suspect. So they didn't identify a person of interest, okay? Unfortunately, they didn't lock him up. They don't have enough of the smoking guns, but for some reason, they have a person of interest. They believe they know what car did it and all kind of things, okay? When I looked at this, I'm not gonna lie, it's several things that kind of threw me off and concerned me. First thing threw me off was it wasn't in Chicago. Even though Country Club Hills is right next to it, cause shit, where I'm from, we call it Hunted Chicago. Shit, just cause you across the street from some shit don't mean that ain't the rack. You get your ass smoked out there in them suburbs. But, you feel me? It wasn't in the rack. That's one thing that I noticed. It wasn't out there. And then a guy in broad day, like this is broad day, to open up his car with an AK-47 and then shoot over 20 times. Which means that, you know, this guy really wanted Reese dead, if you ask me. Me personally, I'm not sure, but I think this is a case of, in my opinion, this is a case of, I think he was being spotted, okay? I think he was being spotted by somebody, and I think they came and let shit off. But at the end of the day, I think LilReese was being followed, all right? I think he was being followed. I think he was backdoored, okay? Me personally. Now, I don't know why he was out there. I don't know why he was out there in country clubs. Maybe he lived out there because a lot of rappers don't want to live in the hood no more. Maybe he knew people out there. But I don't find it coincidental that this guy was all the way away from his neighborhood and something like this happened. You know, I think this is backdoor to the end of the day. It looks suspicious. You know, this guy left his neighborhood, the place where he's comfortable with, to come all the way out here and some shit like this happened. It could be a case of, you know, he got spotted, you know. It could be a case of he got spotted, you know. Somebody ended up getting a drop on him. And he was spotted and they did what they did. But me personally, I think when you open up a door, shoot that many times with an AK-47 in the daytime, I think it's personal, okay? It's a piece of me feel that LilReese did something to somebody and they tried to get him back, you know? It's a piece of me that feels like this is the get back, okay? So if you was to ask me, remember, this case is still ongoing. Nobody was caught, but I think it's one of these two. One of these three. Me personally, I think somebody got the drop on him. He was spotted and followed. I think that is one thing that could happen to him. The next thing I think is he could have got backdoor. He was set up to leave his community to come out here and this happened. And the third thing I think was it was personal, you know? They did something to somebody and somebody wanted to get the get back. A motherfucker don't give a fuck where you at. That get back gonna happen. That get back gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what happened. Anytime somebody ups an AK-47 at 2:30, broad daylight in the middle of traffic, he don't really give a fuck about going to jail, which means the hatred, the anger, the meaningless clouded his brain. He wants to get back more than he want to stay out on the street. I think for somebody to take it to that level, it has to be personal, okay? It has to be personal. Now, then again, don't get me wrong. Out here in Iraq, these shawties is crazy, so you could have got your ass spotted and a motherfucker followed you. But by the grace of God, God is good. He was able to survive and talk about it, you know. So God is good. He actually tweeted something that I thought was dope. He tweeted that if he would have stayed there and waited on the ambulance, he believes he would have died. He believes getting out of the car, hit in the neck, stumbling, hurt, fucked up, getting in the car, going to the hospital. He believes that saved his life. And me personally, I think it saved his life too. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the only truth.